William Tincup and Ryan Leary. We're podcasting from iSolved Connect in Philadelphia.
Yes, sir.
Sydney, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm Sydney Ridge. I'm the Senior Director of Product for Platform up under Kelly Rico.
Mm-hmm.
So Platform, you're probably like, what the heck is that? We are organized into pods, and our main HCM folks are in like pay, tax, and time as a pod, HR and benefits as a pod, talent, all the talent products, management, acquisition are a pod, and then Platform. Think of us as like the underlying pinnings. So a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but also a lot of cross-cutting things that enable all the domains. So integrations, data, reporting, security, all that fun stuff.
Do you prefer native integrations or kind of the WYSIWYG ones that are out there, merge dev, stuff like that?
I don't know what that is. WYSIWYG? What?
Yeah, the folks that already have built-in integrations. So when you join their libraries, you join like 150 different companies.
Oh, like, so Workato? That's similar. So we actually just invested in Workato to use internally. So we're using it both internally and for our external integrations.
Oh, cool.
So that did give us like a lot of, like you said, you once you buy them, you get access to 200, 300 plus connectors.
Right.
But it's not as like out of the box as you think.
Right.
So we don't like to market it that, oh my gosh, all of a sudden we have 300 connectors, because it's not totally there yet, but it does give you that door to get those started a lot easier. And it's a low code platform. So you don't need necessarily a team full of developers to build all these integrations.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, that is a big piece of our kind of whole strategy for next year, is amping up our integration space.
What are you most excited for in product going forward into next year?
From a feature perspective, or just
overall, what excites you?
I honestly, all the AI, I know that's cliche, but you kind of got to lean into it, or like get on the ship or get off the ship, I feel. So a lot of my team is part of that, like getting on the ship. And one of them is they're kind of piloting this new way of working. Like, how do product and engineering work with AI to build software? So it's not the typical, 5 devs to 2 QA ratio with a BA. It's almost like pair programming, and product and engineering are working hand in hand with the agent to build the thing. And they're actually piloting a like an agent for our customer support folks to be able to process payroll for our clients. And it's really cool. Like, it's the time to onboard. Like, we had people coding by the end of the week versus traditionally to come on board, learn iSolved, like be, what's the word? Productive, like in a sprint. It takes a while. It takes a and we have a big monolithic code base. Our product is old at the end of the day. So with this, they came on board, and it works well with greenfield projects. So something brand new outside of the monolith, and this was a perfect avenue to do that. So we hired like 2 of them. They haven't had to code like, I think 2 lines of code, and the agent is
I got that,
running a payroll.
Yeah.
So just with hours, a very simple payroll. So that's just somebody submitting, hey, here are my hours, run this payroll for me. The agent can do that. So we did have to code the APIs, but other than that, the agents took care of everything else. So we're piloting it. We just kicked it off last week with the CSRs, and it'll improve over time. So it's not going to be great out of the box, but that's the whole
learn.
Yeah, that's what it does. It learns what kind of information it'll take and then improve the model. And
So I gotta get your take on the roadmap, because I've been doing this for such a long time that pretty much everything's on the roadmap.
It's on there somewhere. I didn't tell you where.
9.
Is this a trick question? I feel like
no. It's just I think every product leader that I've ever met, they have a take, and it's either we do our own research, we research our competitors, we talk to executive sales, etc., or we just know what the hell to build. We just build it. And we might not say it that bluntly, but basically every product leader, they have a take. Sometimes, like, especially the ones that talk about customers. So when you listen to our customers, it's like, but how much do you listen to them?
Right.
Like at a certain point, there's got to be a diminished return from a customer telling you something, because then it becomes more personal software than it does SaaS. So long story short, what's your take on the pipeline? Not your pipeline, but the way people build pipelines.
I think it has to be a balance. Like, I don't think you can look at one avenue, or else, like you said, you're going to get into a hole where you're building something for one particular client that then everyone else, you're like, why isn't no one adopting this? And well, it wasn't really built with everyone's use cases in mind. So yes, you have to look at the customer, but when the user's goals match the business goals, that's where the money is. Like, that is prime priority, if you will, like what should be at the top of the roadmap. And when those two things align, like, I think that's like the perfect recipe. Not everything always does.
Is that the company, or is that like your client, or is that something you gotta look at as well?
I could give you an example. One of the things I talked about in the roadmap session was a reporting hub. And why are we building a reporting hub? Well, we talked to a bunch of customers. The way they find and locate reports is terrible. It takes them way too long. It's across so many menu items. But it's also looking at like usage metrics in the product. We know that people are using reporting every single day. It's a top feature used.
Yeah.
And then from the business side, we get a lot of custom report requests. Those cost money because it's a developer going to develop this custom thing. So from the business, how do we reduce custom reports? But the user's goals are like, help me find a report much easier, and I won't have to request a custom report. So those two things mapped, it's a no-brainer to put that on the roadmap and prioritize it. So when those two things align, that's where I'm saying, like, is the money. And I think doing user research, helping you make sure that you're building the right thing, the how matches up to the business goal is prime.
Yeah, I wanted to go back to, you made a comment around development and engineering working together, and how your agent is running payroll or developing, and the developers are 2 lines of code, that type of thing. And I don't know if you can answer this, but maybe you have some insight. How is the skill set changing from someone coming out of school today, what they're expecting real world versus what they're going to get when they come into a company?
I think from an engineer perspective, like, you still need to know the principles of coding. Like, you can't get around that. Like, those developers that we hire, they have to know how to prompt the agent and also look out for things, because
unintended consequences.
Yeah, the security stuff and the architecture, it's going to, and unless you're prompting it the right thing, it's going to go rogue and do whatever it wants. So the engineers, I think today, like coming out of college, like, you still need to know it's still relevant. I think it's going to grow into more like systems knowledge, architectural knowledge of like how things play together, not necessarily, I need to be really good in C#.
Right. I don't have to be able to do this. I need to recognize it.
Yeah, totally.
I want to hear your take on AI adoption. So now that we built it, how do we get people to use it?
Trust. So I think without the trust factor, which it's like, well, how do you get it to trust that it can do things? But I think it's trial. So like with Sam, the AI bot, until people use it and recognize that, oh, wait, he did just answer my question really well.
Right.
They're not going to use it. And we were like, well, how do we even get people in the door, like, to start using it? So one thing is like sharing the success stories so far with the communication strategy stuff. Really putting an emphasis that at the end of the day, there is live support at the end of it. We think are going to help people get in the door to use it.
We're not going to leave you way out there on that.
Right.
Got it.
So
if you ever want to freak somebody out about AI adoption, tell them to pay for it. So if you want somebody to run Sam, pay them to run it. Just pay them to run Sam. Yeah, that's in their best interest and all that other stuff. But if you want to get there faster, you just pay people, and they'll do it.
Oh, like to adopt the thing?
Yep.
to like pay them and like.
However, if people see an incentive that they can attain, and oh, by the way, it benefits them, they'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I'll do it for a Bitcoin.
No, but the thing is customer stories only go so far.
Yeah.
And the main reason for that is HR. You line up 10 HR leaders, and you're going to get
There's
15 different stories about how hard HR is. And they're all accurate. They're all true to them.
Yeah.
So when you tell a customer story, the first thing you face is they're not like me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a company. Where are they, in Iowa? Yeah. They're in the restaurant industry? Yeah. Gives a shit. They have no idea what I go through every day, which in fact is incorrect, because every HR leader goes through basically the same shit every day. Very similar. Depends on limits and breadth and depth of those problems. But they deal with the same shit. So if you want people to use it, just write a check.
Yeah.
And then they'll use it, and they'll be hooked on it. They'll never not use it again.
Are you secretly a customer and you're trying to get me?
He's trying to get paid.
Check?
That's what I think.
We only have 1,200 employees.
1,200 per employee.
It'll be a super light implementation. No, we'll go, Ryan. What else you got?
I'm good. I'm you know what? We're coming down to the end of the first day.
Yeah.
You had your first stage show,
Yes.
first podcast
First podcast.
Grade yourself on the show.
Grade myself?
on your presentation.
Oh, on my presentation?
Be honest.
I would give myself like a 7. Like I needed more content, like for the length of time, like that no one knows this, but that was supposed to take about 40 minutes and it took me like 25.
Right.
So I could have used more content. But for the circumstances, like Kelly, I was replacing her with like 24 hours notice.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
okay.
sure you did great. I thought she was going to say I had 40 minutes. I had to stretch it to 2 hours.
Oh gosh.
That I was going to say.
I've had that mistake, but it was 4 hours.
Yeah, no.
And I had what I thought was just a 1 hour kind of summit was a 4 hour class.
Like,
And I didn't realize it until
what did you
when
do?
I got there. I made it into a class. But I mean, it was on social media, so it was pretty easy. But still,
yeah.
the people in the audience didn't know anything about social. So it's like you're talking to somebody in the Amazon about this thing. So it was challenging from that perspective. But
So this had to be 2000.
2008,
Yeah.
I was teaching people how to use Twitter.
That's
Like from a marketing perspective.
Yeah. It was fascinating.
probably shouldn't admit that anymore.
No, it is your accumulation of your experiences. But it was funny because I was just like, okay, so I'm checking in. I'm like, okay, so I've got like a masterclass thing, about an hour. And they're like, they've got you over here doing a 4-hour masterclass.
That's when you pull up TweetDeck and the old school TweetDeck. And
Oh, yeah.
You go about an hour on that and go from there.
Oh, I had such random, because it was HR Florida, so it was older people in attendance.
I'm from Florida.
Okay, so you know where I'm going with this. So like I found myself explaining Facebook, and then going on and explaining something else, right? And then coming back to Facebook because people had gathered their questions.
Facebook thing.
How do you create an album? I'm like, I need to get out of this line of work. I need to stop. Did you have a lot of Q&A?
There was no Q&A.
Why not?
She didn't take it. She just said, I'm done.
Yeah. I dropped the mic and left the stage. No, that just wasn't the format. But tomorrow is Ask the Experts in the morning, 8 a.m. And I'm also subbing in for Kelly there. So
8 a.m.
back up on that stage and on a chair. Nice
8
chair.
a.m. Wow.
Yeah.
So the way I start sessions now is whatever the topic is. I'm doing a thing on Friday about puzzles. And so I walk in and go, all right, you're here. So you came for a reason. Why are you here? Let's go ahead and get that shit out of the way. And it's a funny way to engage because it's like, you don't take yourself through that seriously. And you're basically saying, you came for a reason.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's go. And then that usually gets you 1 or 2 questions, and people are a little loose, and it's like, okay, all right, so we can ask questions.
Yeah, I did wonder what the feedback would be. Like, are people going to ask questions? I'm not really sure.
Next time you get to do it, prompt them with questions.
Yeah.
Like tell them when it's okay, because there's still a lot of conferences that think speak for 20 minutes and then Q&A for 10 or whatever the little model is. But in truth, they're there to hear you talk to you.
Yeah.
They want to know something.
In the session Steve and I just did around security, people were asking questions like throughout.
yeah.
And it was much more engaging, like to hear it that way.
Yeah.
So
You almost have to beg them, the audience. You almost have to beg them and say, listen, I love improv. Fire away. Anytime you got something, just make sure you don't wait to the end, because there might not be an end.
yeah, there might not be enough time.
So,
Well, this is the end of the day for you guys too. What have you learned? Who have you talked to?
we talked to a lot of folks. We talk to Steve every time and get terrified
Yeah.
after that. I don't sleep for like
That's how,
3 weeks.
that's how the whole room is. Like he does the doom and gloom, and then I come in and say, "Well, this is what we're doing in the product to help you."
Steve, go over there now. We're done with you.
Oh, it's funny.
It's always a good conversation.
It's a great conversation. It's been terrifying
Yeah.
because
It
every time he's evolved, he's learned some new stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
I actually wanted to ask him because we're pushing for all these like Face ID, use biometrics.
yeah,
But I was reading, this is kind of, I don't know how true this is, but like we share all these photos online
Right.
of your kids and whatever. Well, that's building a database of photos of them. So now their pictures from the time they're
whatever.
born till now, like that, aren't people gonna be able to use those, some kind of way to hack into Face ID?
So, Pixel, their next Pixel, I only bring this up because of your phone. So the next Pixel will have in the camera, the camera and the where all your photos go, it will be able to denote what's AI used, when it was used. It will be able to stamp it.
Interesting.
And so you'll be able to know this is AI infused. This was AI created.
That's good.
Right. Because I thought the same thing about my kids. It's like, because I've been an oversharer. So now I'm like, okay, I've ruined their lives. Great.
Yeah, exactly. I read that and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I needed one more. I needed one more indicator that I've ruined their lives. That's it. Great. It's all about photos.
Yeah.
Back on Facebook, you can create an album. But yeah, he scares the hell out of me every time we talk in a good way. Because it's not thoughts I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He called me a thief today.
Well, you are.
That's what he did.
Or what'd you steal?
I didn't steal. I returned.
He's a habitual
I am not.
Amazon returner.
No.
Do you use the products and then return?
Come on, fess up.
Wait, are you like an influencer and you're like, you buy it, you rate it, but then you return
And
it?
I send
You're
it
not
back.
Oh, I'm not returning. If I'm an influencer, that stays at the house.
Yeah.
There's no going. I'm going to unbox and show you this brand new.
It should, but sounds like he's cheating the system.
No, I
absolutely.
I buy more liberally because I can return.
He knows.
So I buy it
That's
liberally,
fair.
knowing like 9 out of 10 probably not going to like this shirt, but I'm going to try it.
He bought
Yeah.
3 4K video cameras that were
did.
the exact same.
Yeah. But I kept 2 of them.
He
Did
just,
you test them all out? Like you
Yeah.
took photos with all of them?
Yeah.
And I bought 4 different lenses, and
Yeah.
But I use them.
He's trying to justify his behavior. Like, I bought some other stuff.
I did. I just returned that section, that one camera and that one lens. Everything else I kept.
Are you returning at Kohl's and then you get a coupon?
I do for 20% off. Yeah. See, she does
he
it
has a
too.
system.
She does it too.
He does have a system. All right, this has been wonderful. Congratulations on your speaking engagement. It gets easier,
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would say.